Thanks for being with us. Joining me right now is the man who'd been living with Sushant Singh Rajput for over a year now, the man who was there when the unfortunate incident took place, when it was discovered that Sushant is no more, the man who's actually been with Sushant through the lockdown until the day he allegedly killed himself. Siddharth Pratani, thank you so much for speaking with us. You have spoken a little bit about what's happened since then. But the focus, Siddharth, right now has become the night before, with many theories and speculations and insinuations and questions around that night. Now, would you like to share the truth with us here today? What happened that night?
Sure, Tanvi. I would like to talk to you about it. Yes, please go ahead.
Tell me, tell us what happened the previous night. Were there other people at home? Was it a regular evening, a small get together? Take us through what it is that you know, which is the truth that people are not willing to hear.
Yeah, see, there are rumors floating around in the internet and the media that there was a party which happened in the house the previous night, but there was no party whatsoever the previous day. So Sushant spent the entire evening by himself in his room, and I had a last conversation with him at 12 o'clock in the night. After I finished my work, I came to my room, and that's when he wished me good night, and we had a very small conversation about it, and then we went to our respective rooms.
And there was nobody else in the home at that point of time, that night. Who else was there at home?
Yes. See, we were 4+1, like Sushant, me, Deepesh Sawant, Keshav and Neeraj and Fudge was there. Like total 6 members were there, including the dog. We were all downstairs, and Sushant spent the day
No, but so some of
in
those
on the
who,
16th floor. Yes.
yes, yes, some of those you mentioned are
Yeah.
of course part of the house staff, house help. But can you again go through the names and if there were any outsiders there?
There were no outsiders. That I'm sure. Yes, there's no outsiders.
But you are saying Sushant was in his room all evening. Is it possible, Siddharth, that while you were on another floor, he had visitors that you didn't know about? Is it possible that people came from outside? Because the allegations that are being made repeatedly is that multiple people came in, including a very prominent personality.
No, ma'am. Actually, if someone comes to the apartment, I'm sure that we all see and meet them also, because Sushant would introduce him, whoever comes to the house, to us as well.
Okay, so you are saying nobody from outside came that evening, that everything that is being speculated or reported and written about having a party or any outsider coming, even one or two people. I understand if you say it wasn't a party, but you are saying nobody at all entered the house the
Yeah.
previous evening.
No, no. There was just the construction happening at our doorstep
All
outside,
right.
just outside the main door. There was some construction happening, which was a part of the maintenance of the society. So they were installing a door just outside the lift, and they were these uh, people who are doing the construction outside the main door. Yes, this happened on the 6th floor.
Okay. The
Hmm.
Okay, on the sixth floor, and you were on which floor? And Sushant, you said, was on the 15th floor.
No, no, no. There is no 15th floor. Actually, the whole building is just 6th floor and the terrace. So the house was just 2 floors.
Yeah.
The where Sushant lived,
Okay.
it was a
So tell me
duplex. We
this.
were in the first floor, and Sushant's room.
Okay, so tell me this, Siddharth. You said in one of your interviews that Sushant was taking prescribed medicine. Are you aware if the night before he also took those prescribed medicines by the doctor?
See, I'm aware that he was taking medication, but the night before, what medication he have taken, I have no idea about. Matlab, I don't think he must have taken any medication
Okay.
because that evening, since we asked him if you want to take the medicine, he said ki no, I don't want to take any kind of medication. He denied take. He said no to the medication. Yes.
But wasn't he regularly on this medication or was it on a need basis? I ask you because you've lived with him for a year, so you are the only man who knows
See,
the truth.
yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. He was under medication in taking medication prescribed by the doctor. We made sure that he took the medication after breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And later on, once he the prescription was reduced, and then later on, once he was feeling very all right, then he stopped taking those medicine as well.
So then, were you surprised when you discovered him like this? Because if you seem to suggest that his state of mind was absolutely fine in the days preceding to his death.
Yes, like of course I was very like surprised, and while we were trying to knock the door open, that was I made myself not to think about the fact that he must have hurt himself, and when we opened the door, we saw him like that. We were shocked and very heartbroken. Like I can't even describe how what went through our hearts and minds at that point of time.
I can imagine. I mean, and I'm sure it was extremely painful and difficult to see him like that, and for you to be the one to find him like that, to open the door and find your friend like that. You mentioned, Siddharth, in one of your interviews that Sushant had been extremely upset over Disha Salian's death and the fact that some of the reports were linking him to it. Now, apart from, of course, the fact that she was no more, what was upsetting him so much about these reports?
See, the whole incident unfolded right in front of our eyes. Me, his sister, Sushant, and other people in the house. And while he was like reading about the reports, he was very upset that his name is being used in those reports. And he kept saying this point again and again, that I met Disha only once. I have a very minimal interaction with her, and why is the media taking his name again and again in all those reports saying Sushant Singh's manager committed suicide, and this made him very anxious. Like I don't know,
She,
like why he was being so anxious about it, but he was very anxious about it. Tanvi.
Siddharth, did he fear that he was going to get implicated in some sense because people were saying she was his manager? She wasn't his manager at some point?
See, Sushant's manager, who was Shruti, had an accident in her ankle, and she could not report to work. So that's why the agency who gives the managers to Sushant had given a replacement in Shruti. Replacement of Shruti Modi. So she was appointed for a very brief,
Okay.
brief time as Sushant Singh's manager. Yeah.
So then why was he so concerned? If there was no close connection, then why? What did he
See,
fear?
he was concerned. See, the I don't know what were his fears, and he was actually he had meticulously collected all the reports that media has put out. previously also. So he was very anxious about how is media portraying his name in the on air, because like a lot of false and blind items they float around, and that disturbed him also a lot of times.
Yeah, I can understand, and a lot of times, these reports of people being linked to each other happen in especially for those who are in the film industry. लेकिन सिद्धार्थ, मुझे ये बात नहीं समझ में आ रही कि वो इतना अपसेट क्यों थे, उनको क्या लगा? अगर कोई चाहता भी है, if anybody wanted malicious reports and false linking between the two, did Sushant know who wanted to do that? Did Sushant know that somebody was intentionally trying to get him into trouble?
मैम टू बी ऑनेस्ट, मैं सुशांत से पूछा नहीं कि आपको इतना एंग्जाइटी क्यों हो रहा है, क्योंकि दिस इज योर मैनेजर एंड शी मस्ट हैव some other reasons, her own reasons, but I did not ask him, like while he was going through that trauma, I did not ask him कि आपको ऐसा क्यों लग रहा है, because I had my boundaries. I would not ask him that question while he was going through all that.
Okay, couple of other things I want to know from you, because you are the one who knows the truth and the facts, and there is a lot of speculation and rumor mongering, as you know. Siddharth, how many times has the police taken your statement, the Mumbai police? How many times have they spoken to you, or have they taken an official statement from you yet?
See, they have taken my official statement, and I've been summoned like a lot of times, like in fact 3 times, and the rest of the times while I was visiting the Bandra station because of my own reasons, because I had to leave the city and come back to my hometown since the COVID situation was getting worse. I was going again and again for the permission for me to leave. So they have asked me to stay for another 2 weeks and go home. So finally, I've cleared all my statements. I've given all the details, all the data that they want, and I came back to my home.
All the charges that have been made by Sushant's parents now in the fresh complaint and the FIR, were any of those issues raised by the Mumbai police in their conversation with you? Did they ask you about those charges?
See, they have asked me only about the financial, like this thing, like what are the transactions which happened during the time where we all spent the time together in the lockdown, and I did give them details regarding it.
Okay, but not about bank accounts or Riya Chakrabarti's role, and if she was actually had an overpowering
No.
effect in
Nothing.
Sushant's life. All those things that Sushant's father has mentioned now, none of those leads were looked into asked about by the Mumbai police to you.
See, there was n number of questions. There were a lot of questions which were asked by the police, and I have answered all of them to them. But in case of Riya Chakrabarti, there were a lot of questioning which was done by the police, and I did answer them. Yes.
Okay. The other thing, Siddharth, is you said there was no gathering the night before. But were there any gatherings between June 9th and June 13th in that entire week?
There was no gathering. There were only the sister was there at our place. Sushant's sister was there. She took care of Sushant, and he was basically, he was upset and was not having was his appetite. He lost his appetite basically. So she tried to feed him. We all tried, and then after that he had the food after her after her counseling. Yes.
But this was the time when Riya had already moved out. When the sister came in, Riya wasn't living with you guys anymore, right?
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
So why didn't Sushant go back home with his sister? or why didn't he let her, why didn't he listen to her and go back to his family and take their help as they claim?
The sisters have come to meet him during the time where I was not when I was not there with Sushant Singh. They have come to visit him somewhere in between October and January, and they have asked him to come with them. And there was something which happened which I'm not aware of. So it's better that I don't comment on this question.
Okay, Siddharth, I'm going to ask you this one more time. You are saying that since June 9th, up to the day you found him, there were no outsiders, small gathering of 2 or 3 people or big ones that happened at all. And think about what you tell me, simply for the reason that you are going to be in the spotlight not just of the Mumbai police but also of the Bihar police, and if ever you change your statements it could get you in trouble. So your only option actually is to stick by the truth, and there will be many questions, Siddharth.
Yes, absolutely. I will stick to the truth, and I'm sure that there was nobody apart from Sushant's sister between the 9th and the 14th in the house, apart from the people who are living in the house.
Okay, and my last question to you: why did you decide to speak up more now? The last 2 days you've been, speaking about what you know and what you can talk. Why is that? What made you do that?
Because this was the only time where media had actually reached out to me. So I was in Bombay, and there was a lot of the hounding. The way the media hounded me at the police station, I decided not to face them, because the way they were trying to conduct the interview, that was very unprofessional. Then they were chasing me around the on the road and everything, which made me the step back from the media. After that, I was there in the Mumbai, and nobody reached out to me
They're
on
not
phone or
hounding you
anything.
now.
And this is the only time you see.
Okay, they're not
No,
hounding
no,
you
no.
now. Are the Hyderabad
They are
guys
calling me on my
better,
phone.
Siddharth?
They are trying to call me. On my phone is constantly ringing. Like while I'm talking to you, I'm sure. My phone is still ringing continuously since yesterday. I'm sure I'm being hounded right now also.
Yes, yes. Yes, but so you don't. Did it bother you? All the reports that have emerged, things that you feel are not true, the allegations that have been made in the new complaint. Has any of that bothered you to force you to come and speak now?
There was no force whatsoever from anywhere, because public have a lot of questions right now, and I'm getting a lot of messages on my social media, and in fact my number is somehow public, and I'm getting messages from people which I don't know, and maximum messages, the most percentage of messages are filled with a lot of hate right now. I just want that hate to be turned into love, and I'm just waiting for them to understand the situation, and respect the fact that we all lost someone close to us.
What do you mean hate to be turned into love? What's the hate that you're getting?
I'm getting I'm getting trolled on my social media, saying ki you are the reason behind Sushant's death, and people are giving me. In fact, I am getting like a lot of threats from people. It's okay, I can handle it for now, but the main concentration must be on getting justice to Sushant than my trolling. I can handle it actually.
Threats because you said you didn't name Ria and accuse her when the complaint was being filed in Bihar, because you claimed, Siddharth, that you were called by the family and the Bihar police and you were being pressurized to name her, but you didn't. Is that why you're getting threatened?
I don't know why I'm being threatened. I really hope people understand the situation and like give us all some space.
No, I understand. But you didn't know anything that was going on between Sushant and Ria in terms of their own equation or the financial allegations that are being made right now. Who handled the finances?
Hmm. See, finances were handled by he has a chartered accountant. He has accountants and managers who generally take care of the finances. And to run the house, we all make certain expenses, right? In those expense, thus in those expenses are also very like transparent. It's all accounted for. We all have documents for it. We have bills and all. So that is there. Like I'm sure, like in the investigation, people will know the truth, like exactly about the finances.
Okay, no, but say investments and big decisions, the fact that a large chunk of money has been
Yeah.
allegedly moved, the fact that Ria and her brother ran, two specific companies that they had set up, did they together also take a lot of these financial decisions or investment and business decisions?
I'm sure they must have taken those decisions because Sushant, Riya, and Shovik were all together in this running these companies, and I am not part of the financial or the direction part of it. I'm just a small. I'm like a free. I'm like a I just used to see the simulations in the VR headset. That's it. That was my only the contribution to the company. I was just a creative director there. I used to make sketches and drawings
So
for
why did
Sushant.
Ria?
And major,
Yes, but you were around. You were there. You
please go
lived in
ahead.
the
Yeah,
same house. You would see things and hear things.
yeah.
Why did Ria leave then?
See, I never got into their personal conversations and like see, I asked them, "Ki, what exactly happened? Why are you leaving?" See, always used to go to her parents' house and come back. I thought that she was only doing it for like a day or two, but I did not know the how serious the situation was because I did not ask him on her like what exactly happened.
So when did you find out how serious the situation had become, or that this wasn't one of those going away trips?
Ma'am, to be honest, the day the incident happened, only was the day where it all it all rushed like into me and like the situation, and we all thought we could have spoken to him in some other way, asked him questions, like try to know what he's going through, and maybe we could have taken the conversation to some other this thing, so that this incident would not have happened if we had done that. But unfortunately, we did not do it, and we lost Sushant. Like the conversations हमको करना चाहिए था. The
Yes.
communication must have been there. That's what I'm feeling.
It does. I'm sure it haunts you now, Siddharth. That maybe आपको लगता है कभी sometimes that maybe you should have asked him at a certain instant, why are you behaving or not eating or
Yeah.
done something more. Yeah.
Yes. I should have. We all
Yeah,
should
I
have.
can
And
imagine.
I'm sure like a lot other people are also going through the same thing. And I just appeal to them that please have conversations with your loved ones. Please don't take them for granted, and do have a open means of communications with them.
You were the one to see him first, to see him in that state.
Uh, yes, Tanvi, I hope this is the last question that I'm answering because I'm feeling a little like emotional right now. So I'll answer this last question and I would want to take a leave. after this.
Sure, sure. I don't want to push you at all. You've seen a lot and you're going through a lot.
Yeah. Yes.
I understand. I don't think you should carry the guilt on you, but you need to stand by your truth, Siddharth, and you need to stand by the truth for Sushant, so that
Absolutely,
justice
absolutely.
is actually done if there was anything that needs to come out.
Yes, yes. Like whoever gets in touch with me, any regarding the investigation, I am available for them to talk to them about this incident.
Okay, Siddharth Patani, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing with us what happened the night before. Thank you for bringing the truth out, and I hope that the investigation also finds a fair way. Thank you for your time. Now you heard this is what he's claiming. He was the man who's been
Thank you.
living with Sushant for over a year. He was in the same house, viewers. And he says that there was no outsider and there was no gathering that happened in the entire week preceding to Sushant's death. That even the night before, nobody from outside actually came. It was just him and the house staff and Sushant's dog. He says by about 12 in the night, Sushant came and he said he's going to sleep now. They said good night to each other. And then the next morning, roughly about 11 hours later, is when Siddharth Patani actually pushed down the door along with the rest of the staff to find Sushant no more. This is his version. We don't know what the truth is. We do know that there are lots of conspiracy theories, allegations, and vested interests and speculations. But I would urge every single viewer out there to not jump to conclusions. It's too soon. We must ask the questions to the authorities whether they did a fair job, whether they did the right job, whether they were on the right track, if they missed important clues while looking into the case, whether it's Sushant's case or Disha Salyan's case. And that we will continue to do. But we must not jump to any conclusions right now. In fact, joining me is Sandhya. Sandhya has been tracking this case also from day one. From the time Mumbai police was looking at it, those 40 days that Mumbai police looked at this case, and a lot of what they said is completely in contrast to what the family is saying and what the Bihar police is saying right now. But Sandhya, what about Mumbai police's investigation? What's happening there?
So then the Mumbai police is claiming that their investigation continues the way it was continuing earlier. In fact, Mumbai police chief yesterday told Mirror Now that Mumbai police will continue investigating the case on the same lines. They stand by their investigation. He also mentioned that, of course, once Riya Chakravarti's petition in Supreme Court will be heard, things will become clearer. And but till then, Mumbai police is going to investigate the case exactly the way they were investigating. They were calling people, they were checking the professional rivalry angle. According to them, they did look into abetment angle also, but they did not find anything which was even giving a slightest of a hint about abetment. So that's why their focus was professional rivalry. So Mumbai police claims that their investigation and their line of investigation remains the way it was. Tanvi.
Okay, all right, Sandhya, let me also, before I actually go to Neha, Sandhya, very quickly, we were just speaking to Siddharth Patani. Has the Mumbai police or your sources, have they suggested anything about his email? Because he came into focus last few days ago when he said that I actually wrote to the Bandra police and told them that these guys from Bihar have been pressurizing me to name Riya. Any response from the police on that email?
Yes, Tanvi. In fact, Mumbai police sources told us that how Siddharth Patani did call Bandra police station officers and told that how he was getting calls from Sushant's family, and he was forced to give statements against Riya Chakravarti, and he was forced to say things he was not even aware about, the situations what he was not even aware about. So Mumbai police did answer those calls, and after that, because Siddhant was not in Mumbai, he was not in Mumbai, he wrote an email to Mumbai police. Now Mumbai police has said that they have taken the note of that email, and now that is an official document in their investigation. It's on record, and that email and that claim of Siddhant Pithani is a part of their investigation now, Tanvi.
Okay, so that is part of their investigation. Sandhya, thanks so much for joining us. Let me go across to Neha Kulkarni, who's been tracking Bihar Police's investigation. Neha, who all did they speak to today?
Today it's been a little lighter day as far as their series of the investigation is concerned, Tanvi, considering it's their fourth day today in Mumbai. We understand that they have begun the day by visiting Bandra police station first. There they had to go to be able to procure the records of the post-mortem details of the late actor Sushant Singh Rajput. Why? Because yesterday when they had visited Cooper Hospital, they were told there that the Bihar police needs to follow the protocol. Cooper Hospital's post-mortem records have been submitted to Mumbai police, and it is no more under their jurisdiction, which is why if they want a copy of the post-mortem records, they will have to go to Bandra police station and obtain it, which is why we understand that the Bihar police had visited there today, to which when Mumira now asked them whether they had been able to receive the required documents, while they have said yes, sources in Bihar police still tell us that they have not been able to get the post-mortem records. So that is one key detail which they require in their investigation. Secondly, Tanvi, they have visited Rumi Jaffrey's house today at around in the afternoon. Rumi Jaffrey is the filmmaker who is going to cast Sushant Singh Rajput and Rhea Chakraborty together in a film. And also Rumi Jaffrey, in a statement to Mumbai police, had said that how he was aware about the mental condition of Sushant Singh Rajput and he had tried to reach out to him, which is why he remains a key element here. At present, now where we are standing is in front of his building. It's almost been 4 hours now that the questioning between the Bihar police and Jaffrey is on. We understand that considering he is the key person here in this entire case, he has been speaking to both Rhea and Sushant Singh Rajput for a long period of time. There would be a list of questioning that the Bihar police will have to ask them. Also, Tanvi, the fact that Bihar police is likely to question more the staff involved with the Rajput case, the staff who worked at the Rajput's house. Along with that, they have been speaking to doctors, other friends and close people related with the actor.
All right, Neha, thanks so much for joining us and bringing that update. In fact, let's also listen into the Bihar DGP on the investigation so far. Some very interesting points that he made, including the fact that he actually said in an interview to Times Network that he reached out to the Mumbai Police Commissioner and texted him but never got a response back. He also said that we are unable to locate Rhea Chakraborty, which is interesting because his own team here in Mumbai had told our reporters that wo ek nigrani rakh rahe, they're keeping an eye on Rhea Chakraborty. But here is an excerpt from the news briefing that happened earlier in the day.
बिहार पुलिस ने वहां पर अशोक से बात की है, सुशांत के पुराने कुक हैं, मितू सिंह सुशांत की बहन से बात की है, अंकिता लोखंडे से बात की है, जो डॉक्टर इलाज करते थे चावड़ा साहब उनसे बात की है, नीरज नाम जो सुशांत के स्वीपर थे उनसे बात की है, महेश सेठी सुशांत के दोस्त उनसे बात की। सर्वोच्च न्यायालय का वर्डिक्ट आना है। अगर सर्वोच्च न्यायालय वर्डिक्ट दे देता है कि बिहार पुलिस इसका अनुसंधान करेगी तो हमको सारे डॉक्यूमेंट सौंपेंगे। वो तो इसलिए नहीं हमको सौंप रहे हैं कि उनको भी उस आदेश की प्रतीक्षा है।
हाँ, तो वही सवाल उठता है कि क्या आप लोग किसी तरह का नोटिस वहाँ रिया चक्रवर्ती से बात करने के लिए, मुलाकात करने के लिए,
अभी हम उनको लोकेट नहीं कर पाए। हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं लोकेट करने की।
So that's what he had to say, very different from what his team here is saying. But of course, they've indicated in the past that they are not intending to question her yet until they take statements from other people. While the DGP says we are trying to locate her.